Yeah, hi, Boom. It's a Saturday morning, my time, at 11 a.m. Sorry, I'm not writing. I'm trying to reduce my text. I talk on the channel, that's about it. The channel's nice and small now, really quite intimate. I have a few friends and I just chat to them, so I'm sort of limiting where I text. I'm actually videoing more. I can say a lot more and impart a better message. You can watch it whenever. Text, it's old-fashioned, hun. It's slow and old-fashioned. Video is fast, and it's new age. Come on, let's move with the times. Yeah, look, I'm actually starting to get right on top of it. The things that have happened recently have sort of really let me out of the realising that I'm a highly sensitive person has made such a difference. There's not a personality flaw with me or something. No, it's just how I'm made. That's just the way it is. And once I've understood that, not a problem. Let's go. And just to bring you up to speed on what's happening, I've been talking to Queen. Queen's getting very embarrassed that I'm spending so much money on her, and I'm saying, hun, will you please stop thinking that? So what they don't understand is, or what they won't accept is, we hate it when they ask us for money. That's so much a part of the Filipino culture that it's expected that if you're talking to a man, he gives you money. We don't work that way. And I can't get that through to them. We're different. We need to disguise it and show it that, we'll give you the money, but it's for something else. It's for a meal, perhaps, something we get out of it. Not prostitution. So there are three ways, or this is a third way, that we can give them money. But typically it's gifting. Give them money. I hate it, and most guys do. The other one is prostitution. I don't want that, and most women hate that. And this way is a way of chopping it up. So instead of saying, here's $50, you say, here's $5 for a meal. If you want to earn more money, if it works well, then we'll have another meal and another meal and another meal. And after 10 meals, you'll get your $50. That's what it is. But, I'm not going to give you $50 for a meal either. I can go and get that here. I wouldn't pay that much for a meal here. It's taking a long time to get it through to them. But thank God. They all say, congratulations for you and Queen. They're all on this bloody mentality that, you're together. And no, we're not. I'm very fond of her. And as time goes on, I'm getting fonder. She's proving to help out, be reliable, cooperative, the whole thing. I really like that. Does what I want to do. Tries different things. She's slow, and that's all right. That doesn't bother me. But, she gets there, and that's the thing about Queen. I'm really starting to like it. She gets there. I can trust her, and it feels good. It's just, it does. It makes me feel good. It sort of gives me hope for the future. I'm 63, living alone, and, it's getting a bit desperate here, hun, so I need hope for the future. I need not somebody to just say, give me some money and rip me down. I need someone to help build me up, and Queen's actually doing that. So I've got her as a backstop now. Okay, and she's going on holidays for a week at the end of the month, going to her island. So, that'll sort of slow things up there a little bit. But I'm going to buy her the multi-pot before she goes. I'm really getting her invested in, the whole item. So I'm spending money on it. She'll feel obligated to help out. I mean, it's not a big of ask. She's sitting there having a meal with me. It's not like I'm asking for a lot. She has to eat. I'll even pay her for the meals. Sit there and eat and get this idea to work. And if it does, well then, we'll take it from there. But I just wrote a long thing to Gentleman and trying to, because they just don't get it. They're at the point of not talking to Queen and I, or Queen and me. And why? Because I'm trying to solve a problem. Really, it's just, so I had to say, we hate it when you ask for money. Can't stand it. It's a real problem for us. I should have said next time, it's not in our culture. We don't do it. It's in your culture. We have to try and hide it in some way. Fucking thick. It's just, they just don't understand. And it's taking a long time. I'll get there. I'm starting today, having just written that to Gentleman, I thought, I'm going to win. Gentleman's important because she's sort of an up there pinay. She's a thought leader. You know, if she thinks something's good, the others will think something's good. If she's behind an idea, the others, see what I mean? They follow her. So I've got to get to her. But Queen is actually doing it. You know, she's the one that's going out on the limb. So then so what happened is I'm excited about this. It's fun. Apart from anything else, they're my friends. And something to talk about. There's only so much you can talk about the sex, okay? Or, you know, what are you doing, or what's going on, or start complaining about somebody in the room. I don't want to do any of that. I want to do something that's alive and kicking, an idea that helps me, helps them, helps everybody. Yeah, let's go. You know, let's power up, and, you know, without putting them out too much, without putting me out too much. You know, I cooked this meal the other day. It's called chicken pochero. It's just got cabbage, tomato sauce, potato, onion, garlic and beans in it. And some banana, chopped up banana, which I haven't got to yet. But I bought some chicken on sale. It was cheap, almost at Filipino prices. And I reckon it'll cost me $1 a dish. You know, she can make it for maybe half that, maybe a little bit, because I bought the chicken cheaply, maybe 60% of that price. Yeah. And so, you know, it's 60 cents a dish. And if I can get her $5, well, you know, she makes it $4. I want to take a cut out of this eventually as well, right, to administer it and everything. But she'll make $4 profit on it. You know, she has 10 meals. It pays for her rent, her internet or something, or electricity. That's just with per month. That's just 2.5 meals per week. You know, even with me. And I wouldn't mind doing it, because in cooking that meal, I discovered Filipino cooking. I thought the meals, they're half of the price of ours. They use cheaper cuts. It's all cheap. Oh, this is clever. Yeah, I can eat their style of food and reduce my own food bill. And I calculated that to be a saving of $1,300. You know, for a $350 investment so far, I'm in front $1,300 each and every year, and I'll lose weight and get healthier. Oh, that's the thing with mutual benefit. You know, working together. You're not just blah 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 blah. You know, no, you're actually doing something together, which is what I wanted to do with you, but you didn't want to play because you're all stupid. Sorry, but you just don't understand mutual benefit. You watch. Queen and I'll end up getting rich out of this. No, not necessarily rich, but enough to buy a nice home in the Philippines and what have you. She's living in a pretty bad place at the moment, and it'll happen quickly. And it's just sorting problems. You know, this is what entrepreneurs do. We identify a problem and find a solution to it. You know, and that's. But it's not only. It's something to talk to you about. It's something to talk to Queen about. I mean, even if I just talk to the Queen about the meals we cook and how much the ingredients are and that sort of thing, it's something to talk about. Or, you know, I could buy the pot and she's I don't know how to do it with this and that, and I'd just get your grandson to help. It's fun. It got a bit shaky with the laptop because I didn't hear from her, and I knew she was on the phone. And she sold the laptop. Really gave me the shits, but she didn't know what to do. In the end, she got her grandson to set her up and that sort of thing, and that smile was on him was just ear to ear. And, a kid with technology, he fixed it in no time. So now she just goes, I'll talk to my grandson, I'll talk, yep, and they love to help. Yeah, it's all. Why should she bother with it? It'd be the same with the multi-pot when she gets it. You just get your granddaughter to cut up the food, your grandson to program the thing. You just tell them to do it. I mean, just relax and enjoy it. And they'll love doing that. They'll love helping you out and showing you how smart they are and that sort of thing. You just sit back and enjoy it. Keep me happy. See how it's all sort of it's all into the one. But I want to get the girls involved. Just talking to them is just congratulations to you and Queen. Well, the only thing you got, I tell them, the only thing you can congratulate me about is I found a bloody pinot that understands, to some extent what I'm talking about. And they smile, they grin to fucking thickwits. It's just, like I was talking to Josephine yesterday, Josie's an older woman, she'd turn up and that sort of thing. If she was organised, if somebody said, no, and she'd go, oh, that's a good idea. If somebody else says it's a good idea, they'll say it's a good idea. If I say it's a good idea, they'll say no. No, because I'm not Filipino, am I? I'm that foreigner. Foreigners don't have good idea, only Filipinos know how to beg. This is advanced begging, okay? And maybe that's what they're upset about. Like, you know, secretly you've got an idea there, Kiri. You're smarter than us, aren't you? You're smart ass. I'm not trying to be smart. I just, you know, I like my friends, you know, and I like talking to the guys as well. I mean, I just think it's got something to go. You know, I pay them by Bitcoin. That way, the payment gateways, if they suspect it's prostitution, you're gone, you're out of there. That's what happened to me with PayPal. Yeah, if they look at it and think, yeah, this guy's running a prostitution thing, a brothel, delete him. I don't want that happening again. So I pay the girls by, what do you call it? Bitcoin. And I pay them in advance. So like, say Jenny was doing it. I say, right here, Jen, here's $50. All right? And my cut is already out of it. You know, she'd get $46 or whatever it is. Okay? That'd be $50 worth of value. And what happens is then, you know, a guy says, you know, she says to a guy, oh, want to buy, you know, I'll buy you lunch, or, you know, you want to buy me a meal? And he's going to say, oh, yeah, okay, how much? And she says 200 pesos. And he'll say, how much is that? Oh, about $4.50 US. Oh, yeah, okay, no worries, we'll do that. And then he says, well, how do I pay you? And she says, no, I'll pay Kiri on his site. And so he just processes, just comes there, pays the money for her. Okay, it comes through to my account and goes off her account. See, so she's, you know, she's got a credit of, what do we say? I'll say you know, she started off with $50. He pays $5, and she's got $45 left. Okay, and then eventually goes all the way down to it pays off the 50. I've got my profit locked in there, $4 or $5, whatever. Okay, and then I give her another 50. I just, start her over. So it rolls over that way. Isn't that clever? Come on, man, isn't that clever? I might do a video for Jen, actually. Yeah, and explain the whole thing. Yeah. So that way, that's sort of roughly the thinking. Yeah, but it's easy for them to sell. Yeah, buy me a meal. I mean, she's going to be talking to them, and just by the time she spends an hour talking to them, why don't she sit there and have a meal and earn the bloody money? And then, you know, she'll find 4 or 5 guys that like having a meal with her. Oh, you're free, Jen? Yeah, I've had a bad day, I feel like a meal, or, you know, and I don't know, if she has 10, 15 meals with them, you know, they might get to being a bit naughty. But it's the same, can you see what I'm saying? It's the same thing, but it's no longer, it's because they like one another. It's no longer prostitution. Yeah, because they've gotten to know one another over that time. And yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know, doing something with you. I think it's a great idea. I don't know why people aren't congratulating me. You know, why they're all thinking the same way. How do I get them out of it? How do I change them? Just keep at them, keep bashing, bash. It's good fun, isn't it? Anyway, what else is happening? Yeah, I've tidied up. I've cleaned up. Yep, I've got the new menu happening. I might buy one of those multi-pots myself eventually. Not necessary, because I cooked the other day. It's fine, worked fine. I don't need a multi-pot just yet. Gas is cheap. It's all money. I've got to make my beer. I'll make it early this time so it doesn't go sour. Yep, I've got to do that next after this. I've cleaned the floor. It's not perfect, but I've cleaned it a bit, and I've put in more peas. Yep, I've organised that now. I've got them in. I'm putting them in those pots that hold water rather than the ground. Yeah, and then that idea will work. I'll buy another one eventually, so I'll have 2. But I use peas. I might even buy 4. I use peas and beans in every meal, and they're expensive, really expensive. And so it's a simple thing to grow, like potatoes, carrots. Waste of time doing it. Yeah, it feels good to be alive again. I didn't think I'd ever get there. Yeah, I really didn't think it was ever going to happen again. But I've cut down my alcohol, heaps. And it's all from just giving, actually. It's just doing the ridiculous thing and say, here's some money. And thank God, look, if I'd done it with AB, she wouldn't say I'm embarrassed or anything else like that. No. But Queen did. She, no, I feel embarrassed about this. No, don't be embarrassed. No, it's because you help. And I'm saying, yeah, there's an obligation there. I want you to help me set this up. I want you to help me get it going. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's something, and it's a little break from the track book as well. So it's sort of going good. But look, I tell you what, I've actually spotted how I sent it to Queen the other day. 4-bedroom house, $100,000 in the Philippines. Brand new, really nice. And I thought, let's do it. As crazy as it's out, let's do it. The same house here would be, $400,000 or $500,000 probably. But I don't want to live here. Why do I want to be here? I'd rather do that, and that way I can set up my businesses. My channel. I take I buy green screens, everything, get it all set up there in advance, and then we just move in. And this becomes our business. She can run this. I'll do the marketing, and plus I've got my other businesses as well. And so, and then we can go out and that sort of thing. I can go and meet all my other Pinot friends. It doesn't have to be, and there's no sex between us. There's no relationship between us. It's just a friendship. And I keep saying it. No, I don't want that because it just goes to shit. Suddenly there's this owning business. I don't want to be owned. No, it's just, and if she wants to talk to other guys, and she does, what's wrong with it? What's wrong? I mean, the guys are good. I talk to them all. If she wants to talk to them, why not? I mean, even if she wants to have sex with them, it doesn't really bother me. I'm cuckold anyway. But if she doesn't want to do that, that doesn't bother me either. I'm not, I'm not sort of like, it's not a sexual. Well, it kind of is sexually based because I feel like a slave in a harem, in a pussy harem, really, and I kind of like that. It's kind of, it's what I like doing. It's sort of like being, but not actually going the whole way and doing anything. Just maintain that sexual tension, that there's there. And it's not. Look at you and I. We've been talking all these years. Look how long we've been talking, and there's sexual tension between us, a little, okay, but it's still there. You're a woman, I'm a guy, all right. But because nothing happens, it's just. It's still there. It's probably more intense for me with the Pinot because I see them on cam and that sort of thing. And it's just I drool over them. But and I'm sure guys drool over Queen. We all talk to one. But what's wrong with that? I've had my children. I don't want to go back to that again. I would rather work for them all. Come up with an idea, and this is what working, and I benefit from it as well. I don't know why people can't understand it. I don't know why people can't understand me. I think along very simple line. Got a problem? Let's solve it. Let's find a way to solve it. Change it here. Change. Don't do this. What about that? Oh, that's starting to sound all right. So, that's good. Good idea. Yeah. So instead of saying, give me $50, fuck off. It's like, you want to buy me $5 a meal? Oh, that sounds all right. Sounds good, actually. Yeah, I'll do that. Do that 10 times rather than once, 10 times of being told to fuck off and end up at the end with nothing. This way, in the end you end up with $50. Smart. Not hard to sell either. Plus it's pleasant. So you might up the price a little bit, have some wine or whatever. I don't know. I think I should do a video for Jen later on and explain it fully. Good idea, huh? Now, what have I told you? Everything? Yeah, I think so. I think I've covered it all. Yeah, I'll go and make that beer, I think. Oh, God, that other stuff's terrible. Remember that? Well, but I'm not buying wine. That's it. Finished with wine. That money goes to Queen. That's sort of how I'm justifying everything. Plus, if I drink wine, I end up mad, end up silly, and I go into the room and make an ass of myself. Nah, finished, finito, absolutely finito. Like I might have a bottle over dinner, not the big thing anymore. I was having one of those a week, along with 2 bottles, 3 bottles of beer each day. That's how bad it was getting. And that's not bad compared to a lot of them. Some of them just really, they'll go. I ran into one guy here. Now, I'm talking about a big box of wine, 5 litre box of wine, 5 litres. He used to have one of those per day. Every day of his life. 5 litres of wine. Every day of his life. And it's just, and then he went cold turkey, just gave it up altogether. Yeah, but that's people drink here a lot, very heavy drinkers. So I'm actually down to quite a lot, but I want to get rid of that 5 litre wine pack. I don't want it anymore. Bang, gone. That's $26 a month. That goes to Queen for some constructive thing. You know, just to boost her confidence, boost her up, build trust between us, get things happening, and yeah, we'll get that house. What a great idea. Okay, it's been good talking to you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. I'm doing that on this now too. Bad, eh? Bye.